right, I say good morning to you. How have you been? It's been a fantastic week. It's been a brilliant, awesome, bright day. How is it going with you since about the weekend? Has the week been on the right side in your favor? How would you say your country has been since Monday? A lot has been happening in Oyo State. So many things have been happening in Edo. A lot in Abuja. Somebody being weeks away from Lagos to Ekiti. Mr. President received a huge guest in Abuja. That's the president of Germany. He's in Nigeria. He got into Nigeria at about 10 p.m. last night. A lot is happening as far as the United States is concerned. Donald Trump had said there's nothing like birthright again, that you were born in the US, that makes you a citizen. A lot is going on. But we're going to be discussing more on the show this morning. You're listening to your number one family darling station, Honor 103.5, broadcasting from Bodija in Ibadan to wherever you could be in the southwest Nigeria. This is one program you don't want to miss in case you're listening to us for the first time. This is the Front Burner. As the name of the program inclines, the front burner means the hottest things you have to do at that time. You put it on the front burner, you cook it, you disarm it, you dissect it, and then you understand it. So there's a lot we'll be bringing to the front burner this beautiful Wednesday morning. The first edition for the week, we always have another fresh edition for Saturday mornings. We say thank you for anywhere you're listening to us in the world. We appreciate your being part of the show this morning. And if you're listening to us at work, at home, or in your car, via your phones, your laptop, whatever device you have, do us a favor. Just go to Facebook now, search for Honor 103.5, click on the live button, and then you can comment on any of the topics we'll be discussing this morning. Once again, this is the Front Burner. We say welcome to the show. I'll not be doing this alone. I've got my studio manager with me. He's going to be working with me to make sure you get to listen to us loud and clear, crispy clear, and to make you really commend our sound when it comes out from your loud speakers. I've got Engineer K with me. We're working together. And of course, I've got Kazim. He's the one in charge as far as media is concerned right now. So if you're on any of our media platforms, and of course, you can get to see us clearly, and you get to know that, look, these people know what they are doing. So remember, go to all our social media platforms and then get to like, comment, and share. And please, we really would love to read your comments. In the studio with me is one of my analysts. Is someone that knows his onion. Is someone that really understands things when it comes to in-depth of politics. Not just politics, whatever topic, whatever parastatal that you want to talk about. But at least there's no parastatal that is not under the government, either the state or the federal. He knows how things should be run, and he loves to talk from the other side of every topic. You might not understand what I'm trying to say about my analyst in the studio, but I can quickly tell you, you will soon understand what I'm saying about him. He looks at things from the other side. Everybody can't sleep and put their heads at the same place. That's what he tells me. Why don't you look at the other side? I have Honorable Olaoye in the studio with me this morning. Honorable Olaoye, you don't know how happy I am to see you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Leko Moshebi. I'm delighted to see you, and I'm happy to be in the studio today.
Thank you.
Good morning, our good listener at home.
All right. That's Honorable Olaoye. You get to hear his own kind of analysis when it comes to any of the topic we bring to the front burner this morning. I'll be expecting my other analysts as we await their arrival. But no time to waste. There are too many things we have to discuss. A lot is happening. The last time on Saturday, we discussed that we weren't on the show on Saturday. We had the historical Walk with Honor, which was a huge success. We had a lot of people working with us, dignitaries, celebrities, special people, political bigwigs. Walk with Honor was a huge success, I must quickly say. So that was why we were not on the show last week, Saturday. So am I to apologize for that? I don't know. Should I say we're sorry we're not here? Or I don't need to because we have to do something important, right?
I think working is a part of our life, and
Yes.
this is what we have to do to
Exactly.
be healthy and to have our sanity in place. So Honor FM doing that is a good thing for the humanity and for our community. I think I'm really delighted to hear that, despite the fact that I was on the dancing floor doing my own exercise at Akure. So I'm delighted to know that.
All right. Okay, now we're getting straight into business. A lot has been happening. The last time we were on the show was exactly 8 days ago. And on that show, while we were on the show, Dele Farotimi was being whisked from Lagos to Ekiti. 8 days after, Dele Farotimi had this book, and then the book has really opened up a lot of can of worms. And somebody we respect so much, Chief Afe Babalola, happens to be someone that the entire country really respects. The entire world actually does respect him as well as a son. But then, between last Wednesday that we broke the news on this show that as we speak, Dele Farotimi was being whisked away to Ekiti. It was happening at that time and we're following it. 8 days after, we have realized that the law that actually does bound Dele Farotimi defamation, that was why it was taken from Lagos to Ekiti. Now they got to Ekiti and now his lawyers did their own findings and realized that Ekiti does not even have a law that actually bounds anyone when it comes to defamation of character. You have freedom of speech. You could say anything as long as you have your proof and your facts, which Lagos has. But then, I think Chief Afe Babalola forgot to do his homework. Now, he's trying to cover up for the fact that I did something wrong from bringing this man from Lagos to Ekiti that does not even have the law to bind him. He has been offered 50 million naira a bill, and the case has been adjourned to the 25th of January 2025. On that note, Honorable Olaoye, I know you are following this case too. Would you think that Afe Babalola at the end of the day, Chief Afe Babalola, do you think at the end of the day he might get something that he's not expecting? What do you think? And with Nigerians involved in this anyway.
You might say Nigeria is involved, but there is law, there is aura in the society, whatever everybody is going to talk, whether it's going to be market discussion or beer parlor discussion. But the facts still remain. Dele Farotimi is getting what he deserves right now. He's getting all this publicity from everywhere angle, and he's getting a lot of sympathizers as well. And the beautiful thing is that the book he wrote.
We can't even find it anywhere.
No, I
they
think
have bought everything.
It's selling like a hot cake.
It's off the shelf. People have bought
that is the beauty part of it. And this is what Afe Babalola was saying. Despite the fact whether the law is there or not, the law of defamation of character, it is in existence.
But it's not in Ekiti State. And
whether
it's
not
in Lagos State.
And
I need to find out if it's in Oyo State.
It is whether it's in anywhere. Defamation of character is in existence, whether we like it or not.
Sir,
you see,
defamation of character is about the police. It's a case of me and you and police. It's not a law like we're saying. It's not a law in the law court. It's not like it's police station.
You said if somebody deform your character, you can be able, if the person can be able to support his allegation in the court of law, whether you like it or not. And this is what Chief Afe Babalola was saying. And mind you, our law is at work right now. You can see lawyer searching whether defamation of character is in Ekiti State or not. This is out for you to know that we have been operating in Nigeria without knowing what banned us. It is only Lagos. A lot of things is working.
I like that.
But when it's come to other states, people just want to. A lot of government ordinarily want people just to be present there. They are not going in deep to what they're supposed to do. Our state of assembly are there just to be sharing money.
You are right.
And this is a sad part.
Very correct.
And any government that can be able to give them money, that is what they fight for good cars, they fight for whether the house they are going to live, they always fight for the allowances, but they don't take care of their people. The law is what governs any land.
All right.
For the fact that the law of Nigeria or any state is being tested right now, we must be delighted. We need all this.
We need it.
We need it.
We really need it, because if they know, because there are laws in the United States from one state to another, and you have to obey the law of that state.
Exactly.
You must.
Exactly.
I have somebody join us in the studio. One of my analysts is here. I have Mr. Ofino. Mr. Ofino has not missed any episode. For last Saturday, like I said, he was part of the Walk with Honor. I think me and him were actually working side by side at a point. But then it's so nice to have Mr. Ofino on the show this morning. Mr. Ofino, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Lekon Omoshebi. I'm delighted to be here this morning. And to every dearly esteemed listeners and viewers of this live program all around the world.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ofino. Now, I'm sure you heard part of what we're discussing when you walked into the studio.
Yes, I heard it.
Now, the man had been weeks to Ekiti. If you remember 8 days ago, we were talking about it because it happened exactly 8 days ago, and we're saying it on this show. And now, Dele Farotimi have been given 50 million naira bail, and I'm sure the reason why he was given that bail, remember, has already been sentenced. He has been taken to prison. But now, Chief Afe Babalola have to cover his eyes and face because there's no law governing to bind this guy in prison. So the only way is let's just give him bail. Now they have given him the 50 million naira bail. He's back in Lagos with his family. But at this point, let me quickly read something to you about the documents that come out concerning the book, which really appreciated and of course emaciated the book, that this book is saying the truth. And that document is from the US. I'm sure you would have seen it. You have read it.
Yes.
Now, let me just quickly say it now. Now, WikiLeaks cable exposes how Afe Babalola, ex-president of Obasanjo, allegedly bought Nigeria Court of Appeal ruling with 30 million naira cash in 2024. That was in the book. And of course, now WikiLeaks has proven it with the documents. Now, the US documents exposes how Afe Babalola bribed 5 court of appeal judges, 5 court appeal judges of $1.125 million to buy Adamawa governorship judgment for client Boni Haruna. Now, these are facts. This gentleman, this beautiful, fantastic gentleman that I think is becoming one of my role models right now. So, where do you think this will end? This story that is starting now, like I said earlier before you came, Mr. Ofino, I don't see Chief Afe Babalola try. I don't know how this is going to end.
There is one thing we must understand. Law as a cause, to me, sometimes is funny. Sometimes judgment can be certain. Sometimes judgment can be uncertain. But there is one thing Aristotle said. Aristotle wrote that it is more proper that the law should govern than any one of the citizens upon the same principle, that those in power are only guardian and servant of the law. There is one thing Shakespeare wrote in his book, and what did he say? He said the judge does not make the law, it is the people that makes the law.
I agree.
Therefore, if a law is unjust and the judge judges according to that law, that is justice, though unjust.
Okay.
So there is one thing we must understand about this case. Chief Afe Babalola is a legal luminary and also an erudite scholar, but it's rather unfortunate he goofed.
You say you think he
goofed? I'm going to explain to you. I didn't read law.
Do you think it's age?
He goofed. I will tell you what he goofed. If somebody come to blackmail me, man, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to file a suit. That is what he was supposed to do. As a seasoned lawyer, me, I'm an economist. So when I'm talking something about economic model on this platform, I'm going to defend that cause 100%. I'm not a lawyer.
Wow.
But I have to say on this platform that Chief Afe Babalola goofed.
Did not do too well.
He goofed.
He goofed.
So he was supposed to have filed a case against Dele Farotimi in the first instance.
Okay.
Not trying to use the force. using the executive arm of government,
He's
the police.
respected by everyone. The president respects him. The
I
Senate
know he was
respects
not supposed
him.
to go by that
he
way.
shouldn't- yes,
He
I
was
agree
supposed
with
to
you.
file a suit against Dele Farotimi for defamation based on the law.
Okay, let's
but
see
he
what-
goofed.
let us see what's going-
I'm sorry that a man like that goofed.
I can see
A
that.
seasoned lawyer.
Let's quickly we will sit down patiently and wait and see what's going to happen on the 29th of January when they resume back in court on the 29th, because between now and 29th, I'm sure Chief Afe Babalola would have probably, I don't know how to, we might probably withdraw the case. He has the right to withdraw anyway, to call a spade, and he might decide to take it to the very end. So let's see what happens on the 29th of January. But for now, it's about 18 minutes downside 10. On a Wednesday morning, you're listening to Honor 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from Bodija. The program you're listening to is The Front Burner. We only brought one topic so far. We have so many more to go. Remember, you can go to Facebook right now, click on the like button after you've searched for Honor 103.5 FM Ibadan, and then you can actually like, most importantly for us, comment, and then you share. I'm Lekon Moshebi. Honorable Lauye and Mr. Ofino and I will be back.
On the 103.5 FM.
Do you need a reliable and super fast unlimited internet for your business and home use? If yes, iWorld Networks is your solution with our uptime affordable internet via fixed broadband. No data caps and throttling. You can enjoy your distance learning, business meetings, and family time with our reliable internet. With 24/7 proactive customer support and 99.8% uptime. We also provide connectivity for offices, schools, financial services, hotels, government, etc. Chat with us on www.iwn.ng. iWorld Networks, we've got you covered. Sign up and get connected today.
Once you enter Ibadan to enjoy yourself and have a swell time in a swell place with sweet sensation, just go straight to Matchfort Courtyard Hotel and Suites. Matchfort Courtyard Hotel and Suites offers you A+ hospitality in a fantastic environment. Check out the rooms: Standard Deluxe, Super Deluxe, Executive Deluxe, Junior Suites, Executive Suites, Presidential Suites. Superb rooms like Royal Palace, constant air conditioning with switch aroma and plasma TV all over the place. Executive VIP lounge and full bar. 247 power supply with relay of generator. Lovely swimming pools for young and old. Complimentary breakfast. Airport shuttle and car hire services. First class recreation facilities. Gym and spa. Nourish your body with local and intercontinental cuisine. Sunday buffet 11:30 to 4 p.m. every Sunday. Matchfort Courtyard Hotel and Suites welcomes you at number 2 Emi Adejumo Close off UCH Second Gate opposite Bottles Republic Lounge, Agodi GRA Ibadan, your state. Telephone 091-1001-6995 and 091-3552-4814. www.matchfortcourtyard.com.
Nigeria, something big is here. Are you scared of acquiring landed properties due to lack of trust and authenticity? Do you have to wait endlessly to get your red copy survey after every property purchase? Worry no more, because You Fit Homes is here to do things differently while providing solutions to housing challenges in Nigeria. With properties in Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Ilorin, and now Ibadan, You Fit Homes is here to make you a property owner. Get 50% launch discount off the actual price on our Ibadan property located 10 minutes to the train station at Ido and 10 minutes to Monia train station. We won't just issue you a C of O. You also get a red copy survey right after you buy from us. Visit our head office at Block 8, Plot 15, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Main Estate, or call 0812-020-0803 for more inquiries. You Fit Homes, home for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be swept away as we usher in the majestic 21st edition of Miss Oyo State 2024.
Are you graced with both beauty and the brains? Do you dare on becoming a true beauty queen? Listen closely to what awaits.
The Miss Oyo State Beauty Pageant 2024 is about to set the stage ablaze in the heart of the city this December the 22nd at Felicia Hall, Jogo Center. Time 2 p.m. The host with the most, the irresistible Isaac Brown, the mayor.
Star Prize is an official car by Ilaji Hotels and Sports Resorts. Miss Oyo competition forms now available at Fresh FM Ibadan Marketing Department, or please call 0803 717 8043.
Miss Oyo State 2024 live on Sunday, the 22nd of December at Felicia Hall, Jogo Center, Ibadan. Time 2 p.m. prompt.
Gate fees 2,000 naira regular, 15,000 naira front row seats, 200,000 naira gold ticket, 500,000 naira platinum ticket.
Media partners Fresh FM Nigeria and Blast FM 98.3 Ibadan. Proudly supported by
Ilaji Hotels and Sports Resorts,
Coca-Cola,
Oyo Algon,
Foodco,
Ripples Catering Services,
UI Hotels,
Jogo Center and Hotels, Ultima Foods,
Doopsy Agbeni Stores,
You Feed Fly,
Melody Trade Sounds Trends, and lots more. Miss Oyo State 2024.
The essence of interior design will always be about people and how they live. It is about the realities of what makes for an attractive, civilized, and meaningful home environment. This is our foremost concern at Mr. Johnson Furniture and Interior Decoration, and this is why we stay faithful to your own taste, because nothing you really like is ever out of style. Mr. Johnson Furniture and Interior Decoration, we specialize in importing and delivering quality royal beds, sofas, lights, and doors to every home across Nigeria. We are located inside Dogafort Filling Station in Lewura Junction, Akala Express, Ibadan. Call us up on 080-913-35706 or send a WhatsApp message to 090-445-30230. We don't just sell quality products. Our maintenance team is on standby to give free routine maintenance for a whole year after purchase. Mr. Johnson Furniture, our passion is to bring affordable luxury to every home and offices.
Feel the vibes on Honor 103.5 FM.
Let's rock.
Honestly, we would like to say a big thank you to you for being on the other side of radio. You're listening to your number one family radio station on a 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from Bodija in Ibadan. My name is Lekon Moshebi. This is the front banner. Let's go straight into the tax reform. Let's get you updated. Now, as far as the Senate is concerned, all the senators, some actually from the north, shockingly, and then all senators from the west, the south, and of course the eastern part of Nigeria, are basically in support of the tax reform. But most governors from the northern part of Nigeria are not actually in support of this tax reform. And of course the president himself had already said he's going to definitely, absolutely try and look into the tax reform and see how it will benefit everyone in the country the more. But then the people that actually put it together, the southern governors, the eastern governors, the south governors, have said it is perfect the way it is. Let me ask my analysts. A lot of people say that the west is the first to enjoy the most as far as the tax reform is concerned, because we have too many companies and we have industries in the west. And then definitely the eastern part as well will definitely be on top of it because they have industries and companies. So as the south. And a lot of people have been saying that the northern governors are experiencing one thing that is called laziness. That the governors in the north are the most lazy. That they don't do anything. They just sit down and just enjoy the money and just have fun. And then get the money from the states that are actually providing for the country. I don't know, there's a lot going on. But then Mr. President says that very soon this will definitely sail through at the Senate. Akpabio had come out to say nothing is stopping this. It is definitely going to set sail. Honorable Olaoye, as far as you are concerned, what would you say as far as the tax reform is concerned? A lot of people, I can say it 1,000 times, that too many Nigerians don't even understand what the tax reform is all about. It is somewhat like it is where you sow that you reap. That's what the president is saying. If you bring this to the table, this is what you get back from the table. But you're bringing very small, very less to the table. Others are bringing much, and then you want to take equality of everything. Nope, it's not done like that. So let me just use that to explain to our listeners. That's what tax reform is about. So, Honorable Olaoye, how do you think this thing is going? Where do you think it's going to end up?
We have to segregate it, because when we have like more than 200 and something taxes in Nigeria, and they are going to boil it to different sections, which is going to be concise instead of the tax being splitted to so many, and we are experiencing double taxation. I think what we want to say is about VAT. The North are not against the tax reform, but they are particular about VAT, that it is not going to pay them. But come of it, now they are singing different music at the present moment. A lot of them have been simmered down. the kind of loud voice they are raising, the kind of dust they are raising when at the introduction of the tax reform is now being a little bit dozed down.
But the northern governors have been enjoying this country for years.
You see.
For years.
No. Let's be sincere about this. It is not about them being lazy. A lot of governors, even Southwest, are lazy. I am telling you sincerely. It is only Lagos State government that is viable.
If you mention Lagos, you must mention Oyo.
Why? We are enjoying it. We are being classified because of our number. When the Oyo State governor, before the Oyo State governor, when he was campaigning, he told the citizen that within 6 months they are not going to be begging for anything from federal government. What are they done? There is nothing spectacular this government have done. I am just saying to you, and this is what this president saw, that a lot of state can be viable in being able to reform their process and make sure they are bringing a lot to the table. That is why he want the local government to work. He targeted about local government as well, because from time Lagos State are working and the local government are working. You see what is I'm particular about Oyo State, whereby a governor said he doesn't believe in the system of local government, and all those statistics you are talking about. You are talking about the garage.
The governor said he does not believe in. You are talking about engineer.
He said engineer Shemakine said he doesn't believe in the system and workability of local government.
I agree. Yes,
and he fought with the federal government when the federal government said local government must work. They must be able to manage their fund. Do you know how many rates the local government can be able to collect? They have all the power. I don't see any power apart from a state house of assembly that is meant to make law. I don't see any power that has a kind of special power being given to the governor. The way they are wielding it.
Okay, Mr. Ofino, the tax reform.
My own position on this is this. I think.
Do you think something has to change, like Mr. President said, or do you think it's perfect the way it is?
If governors are being classified as being lazy, we are not being fair to them.
Okay, please go ahead.
I think it would have been better that most of them are not great economic thinkers.
Well, that's being part of being lazy.
I don't know
do you know the word laziness? When President Muhammadu Buhari said that Nigerian youth are lazy, Nigerian reacted. If you remember very well. If you remember very well, that is why I was saying that I'm saying it on this platform.
It was twisted.
That is why I'm saying it on this platform, that we have to be fair. That for me, that's my own personal position. I will not use the word.
Are you saying the governors are working?
The governors, to me, for now, I see some of them are not being a great thinker in terms of economic development. Let me explain.
Okay.
Let me explain what Aristotle said. He said, if intellectuals refuse to be part of the leadership, then the illiterate becomes political world philosophers.
Yes, I agree. You are right.
That was what Aristotle said.
It happened in Nigeria, actually. He did.
He said if intellectuals are politically passive,
when
then the illiterate becomes political philosophers.
Yes.
So
right.
now that is why I said that word laziness to me, so I feel it's not being fair.
You are saying the governors are not lazy.
I'm saying that they are not lazy, but there is one thing: you cannot think beyond what you know. You cannot think beyond what you know, and you cannot do beyond what you know. But there is one thing I've discovered in this country: the free rider effect. People are benefiting from what they are not paying for.
Okay.
It has been an economic problem in Nigeria.
Okay.
Apart from the Dutch disease. But there is one thing we must understand concerning this tax reform bill. It is one of the most controversial bill presented by any executive arm of government since independence. But there is one thing you must understand, that there are certain clauses that the governors are not happy about. I'm going to give you an instance.
But mostly the northern governors, actually.
Let me give you an instance.
The northern governors.
Said they will never tax anyone any less than 800,000 per year.
Yes.
The minimum wage is now a law. The minimum wage is 70,000 naira per month. 70,000 naira multiplied by 12 will give you what? 840,000 naira. That shows that every civil servant will definitely pay. So when you are talking about tax, there are some certain tax that it is the state government that collects. Even from federal institution. Federal institution that are resident within your state, the tax they are paying goes to the state government. I stand to be corrected. So when you are not talking about some people are going to be exempted, everyone pay tax in Nigeria. If you are a consumer, the value added tax. But those who are unemployed, they are not paying tax. It's not their own fault, because they are not employed. But when you are talking about small and medium scale industry, that is where the issue really lies. That is where the government are trying to fault. How many industry do we have? If there are no industry in the north, is it the fault of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Is it the fault of the Southerner? Look at what is going on in the north now. The issue of high level of insecurity and terrorism. You can never expect a foreign investor to invest in the north. They would rather choose to invest in the west.
Mr. Fino, I love the word you just said. Let me quote you. You said, is it the fault of the president? Is it the fault of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. Is it the fault of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that Netflix left Nigeria after 6 years as Tinubu's inflation ravages Africa's largest economy? Netflix came into Nigeria and they changed the entire scene of entertainment, and now they had to leave. So is that the fault?
There is one thing you must understand. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I'm not speaking on his behalf.
I know you are not.
I'm not his spokesman. But there is one thing you understand. He is a capitalist.
Okay.
When you are talking about subsidy causes what we call market inefficiency and price distortion. For the removal of subsidy by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is justifiable based on capitalist theory.
Yes.
It's justifiable. You cannot argue with it.
But then,
based on capitalist theory.
Now you are not talking about Netflix. You see, it is not all the things you read that you are going to believe that is so. Because there is a lot of misinformation. Netflix, why did Netflix? It is not because of inflation. It was because the entertainment industry they had to promote are discouraging them.
Exactly.
I add that even from Basketball, when he granted
yes,
an
because the money that's been given to the directors and the producers,
yes, for them to spend
for
Nigerians, they will spend 10% of the money they are giving to produce a film, cheating others, which is unfair.
And the movie, Netflix pays the full amount for
them. Even we were even told, we are even informed that when Netflix discovered this, they started to be paying all those who feature in different movies, and this producer will go back and collect the money from them again. This is what we have to know. It is not about inflation.
Yes.
A lot of people, I have subscription that I'm not even using for the past 3 months. I don't want less, and I'm still paying. For you to know, because I knew anytime I have to go there, I can be able to watch to my own satisfaction.
But then Mr. President on Friday said that he's going to do everything to make sure that Michelin, Dunlop and some other companies return to Nigeria, that he has discussed with his senior caucus and they have given them the best whatever it is they need
Because
to
they have
be
the market.
comfortable. But he has spoken with them and he wants them back in the country, including Unilever's and what's it called? Too many companies. Unilever. That he wants them back in the country.
If a lot of their product is not going to be replicated in Aba or anywhere in Nigeria, this is what you have to know, because this discourage a lot of manufacturing coming here, because replication kill any industries.
There is one thing I've discovered again. There are reasons why they left the shores of Nigeria.
Very good reasons.
Those reasons where they left, have it been resolved? Now, when they are coming back to Nigeria, most of their factories have been taken over by religious houses. It's rather unfortunate.
It's a shame.
That is why I said science and religion are incompatible. If you want to experience economic growth and development, adopt science, adopt education. That is the problem we are having in this country. There is what we call homegrown technology. Do you know that the foreign investors can decide to destroy your economy if they know that you are not even serious in developing your own economy? So if they are coming back, it's a welcome development. But there is one thing that we appeal to the federal government. When they are coming back, they should not just be situated alone in the west or in the east. Let them spread across the seas geopolitical zone.
But they can't be forced where they want to be.
No, there is a way the president can be able to lobby with them.
I think they are taking back to the tax reform.
I think
they are taking it back to the tax
reform. Let me give you an instance. Look at the Lagos seaport.
If they choose to be in Port Harcourt, let them be in Port Harcourt. If they want to be in Lagos, let them be in Lagos.
I think one of the objective and interest of any company in having a company is closest to raw materials. I think wherever they can be able
the
to
North
get
has
the
a lot
rubber,
of the, I can say they have 80% of the raw materials.
When they have the 80%, I'm telling you, they are going to be in Kaduna or Kano.
But then will Sokoto allow an alcohol company come have their head base in Sokoto?
You see, thank you very much. When you are talking about alcohol, they made us to realize that it's even 3%. The governor of Narasara said that he knew this tax reform is going to benefit them because a lot of sugar is being consumed by the northerners.
Yes.
And anywhere in the world, you see a lot of tax being taxed on sugar because they want to discourage the citizenry from consuming sugar because it has effect on us. So now the tax on sugar is even more than alcohol, and these people are consuming it. So don't talk when you are talking about alcohol. It even made us to realize that even they drink more alcohol in North. It's only we don't know.
Wow.
When you think, you see, when you just say the face value of what you see, they consume a lot of alcohol, but it is only the factory might not be situated there. It's beneficial to other states that they are even producing it because it's going to be transported whether you like it or not.
All right, let me
sorry to cut in, sir. There are two things that is very germane and fundamental. You have to decentralize the Lagos seaport. The Lagos seaport alone, we should have seaport also in the Niger Delta. The Port Harcourt seaport should be well developed. Those are the way we can be able to do it. Then the issue there that what we call inland ports like Lokoja. There's nothing stopping the federal government developing that inland port there to favor the north. Then the railway system. But if you are just concentrating on Lagos seaport because
that's unfair.
that is not fair.
The federal government is not concentrating on Lagos.
No,
don't say that.
Lagos
is building itself.
Yes, Lagos is building itself.
Let me tell you one thing.
Lagos is building itself by itself.
Let me tell you one thing. There is something we must understand. You cannot overrule Lagos seaport when it comes to issue of a foreign direct investment.
There's the Lagos seaport, there's the federal.
I know.
There's the federal seaport, there's the
what I'm trying to explain is this on this platform is this. You have to decentralize. Most of these things must be decentralized.
Okay, this is
and I believe
you see, I want to let Ms. Ofino know. The first port we have in Nigeria is in Calabar.
Yes. Everybody knows that.
You see, it is depending on that. This is why the task.
That's why you were using the word some governors are lazy.
Yes, that is what we need reform. You see,
honestly, it's right.
The government
belong to who?
The
is it
president,
the state or the federal government?
The federal government has
spent. States can capitalize on
federal government has spent so much. The federal government has spent so much on Delta. I've forgotten those. The name of that port. They've spent so much on it.
Hello, please, gentlemen.
On the port.
Gentlemen, don't governors on their own say they want to have their own airport?
Airport.
They can decide.
So
most of them are not creating guys.
Akwa Ibom governor to have a seaport that belongs to the state?
It corroborates with what I'm saying concerning Aristotle when he said, if
you get Onitsha, right now, it has been expanded. That because of the bridge, even the river has been expanded for more availability of this ship to be coming there.
All right.
So this is what is need to be encouraged.
Okay, gentlemen, let me quickly talk to our listeners at home. We want to say thank you so much for listening to the front burner this morning. Remember, you can be part of the show. First of all, we would love that you go to Facebook and then you search for Honor 103.5 FM. Click on the like button, on the live button, so that you can follow this program live, and then you can comment and you can share. But we'd love to read your comment. But better still, we're going to be opening the phone lines very soon, so that you can actually be part of this show and comment on any of our topics. The phone lines are 09151 035 555. 09151 035 5555. Those are the numbers to actually send or call. You can call the live studio line. Better still, another is 09135 001035. 09135 001035. Now I'd like to discuss something. I can't believe I'm doing this. I need to go and pick my flowers. We all of us, the three of us, will have no choice. We have to give this man his flowers. EFCC chairperson said months ago that he would not rest until he grabs his hands on Yahya Bello. He said he's going to resign if he does not get his hands on Yahya Bello. But then, the alleged 110.4 billion naira fraud, court now denies Yahya Bello bail. Orders his remand in Kuje Correctional Center. Justice Mayan Anine of the Federal Capital Territory FCT High Court, Mautama Abuja, on Tuesday, that was yesterday, December 10, 2024. Now, she refused to grant bail to former Kogi State Governor Yahya Adoza Bello on the ground that his bail application was filed prematurely and intended to preempt the court. Would you say we need to give a round of applause to the EFCC chairman at this point? I'm a man that if I say this, if I say the other side of it, I would like to say the truth. I think the man deserves his flowers, right? What do you think, Honorable Olawi?
I think
it might have taken too long. It might have taken too long.
I think
it is the result that matters.
I think EFCC deserve an applaud. Why?
Thank you.
Why? It's not about the ex-man. It's about what the aim and objective of EFCC to prosecute and to even investigate anybody that they are going to take to court. And with their evidences, Yahya Bello is in deep shape. Now let's talk about people have been arguing with me that President Tinubu was
back him up.
Was backing him up. That is why the police know where he is. They can just grab him, this and that. I say to people, for EFCC to limit his freedom, for him to seclude Yahya Bello to the premises of the governor, whereby he's not free to move, he's very billion on his own. And now I think the man needs his freedom. He has been running away for so long. I knew
for
that
months
there is no way. Now he has to follow the advice. Eventually he's going to be released, whether we like it or not. It might take years.
You think so?
Yes, he's going to be released because
what if the court? What if Nigeria's judiciary
because
decides to surprise you?
The funny part of it is that when they were trying to prosecute this man that stole about some billion, and he was giving probably 200,000-300,000 naira bail as a fine.
Okay, fine.
And the judge said, in our constitution, in our law, there is no law that will say you should jail a particular person that steals money up to 2 billion, 3 billion. But you see, our law need to be reformed. It is not about constitution alone. Our constitution is okay, but the law guiding some fraud, some criminal acts, instead of these EFCs to be changing all these Yahoo boys, they must be able to prosecute all those corrupt officers as well, because somebody was even challenging FCC that they are not doing anything, that 80% of houses in Abuja were being owned by civil servants. They must find out, and getting that 753 houses is not even, is a tear over his back.
Okay, let's before I allow Mr. Ofino to tell me what he thinks about the EFCC chairman, making sure that this man is actually behind bars till next year. He's going to be spending his Christmas and New Year in prison. Let's quickly go commercial. When we come back, I'll be hearing from Ofino, and I'll be expecting your phone calls, our listeners.
On 103.5 FM.
Àtúntò arére pàpò yí bàbá mọ̀gánà ìjẹ́ mọ̀ wípé ìlera pípé láàfin ìpìlẹ̀ àgbọ̀n gbé ọ̀rọ̀ láti wá mọ̀ nípa ìlera wa bó láti gbé ìgbésí ayé àlàáfíà ẹ darapọ̀ mẹ́tò ìlera lọ́rọ̀ látọwọ́ iléeṣẹ́ Organo Gold Coffee ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun Tuesday láago 2 sí 2:30 ọ̀sán 2 to 2:30 p.m. àti ọjọ́ ẹtì Friday aago 2 sí 2:30 ọ̀sán bákan náà níbi tí alàgbà Adébáyọ̀ Samuel ó ti máa ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fún wa lórí ìlera wa ìlera lọ́rọ̀ lórí ìkànnì ọlọ́wọ́ 103.5 FM.
Ìwọ Sátidé.
Merry Christmas. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Your darling station, Honor 103.5 FM, desires to be a part of this year's Christmas celebrations with your school.
Proprietors, principals of public and private schools, be part of this honorable season offer to showcase your school program and activities live at Honor 103.5 FM.
Your students have the opportunity to send Christmas wishes to their loved ones on radio daily.
That's not all. Your school Christmas party will be held on Honor 103.5 FM.
So what are you waiting for?
Call Tope now on 081 6184 2577 or call Anu on 081 6154 3524. Honor 103.5 FM. We love Christmas parties.
This year, your school Christmas party must be heard.
Honor 103.5 FM, your integrity station.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Feel the vibes on Honor 103.5 FM.
Let's rock.
All right, we'll say welcome back to the program. You're listening to The Front Burner. On this Wednesday morning, my name is Leko Moshibi. I have Honorable Olaoye and Mr. Ofino. Mr. Ofino, what do you think in a few seconds about the EFCC and making sure that Yaya Bello is actually going to be tried, probably be sent to prison? But right now, the judge has said he has to be detained at Kuje prison till next year.
It shows that no one is above the law. EFCC, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission 1, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission 2, then we have what we call Public Procurement Act 3, and we have what we call Fiscal Responsibility Act. Those are one of the fundamental legacies that Chief Olusegun Obasanjo established in this country. Well commended. But there is what we call constitutional responsibility. The current chairman of EFCC, to me, I see him as someone that wants to fight corruption. Probably because he's a religious adherent of a particular religious denomination. I wouldn't know. But there is one thing I've discovered in him. He is willing to fight corruption in this country. But there is one thing Chief Olusegun Obasanjo just said of recent. He said when you are fighting corruption, it should start from the top. He said it few days ago. Anti-corruption war must start from the top. Now, if I should ask him now, as the chairman of EFCC, will he be so bold enough to probe his boss, who happened to be the executive president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria?
Okay.
Because they will ask you, physician, heal thyself. So those are the genuine issues. That is why sometimes when you say give them the flowers, I ask, when you are saying giving them the flowers, is based on moral what? Ground.
Yes,
I beg to disagree with your opinion on that. Mr. President is not having any hidden skeleton on his cupboard. He has been probed by EFCC so many times.
Are you saying about current president?
Our current president, Obasanjo, has used the dragnet to probe Tinubu when he was a governor for a very long time. He was being subject to a court of law. He was being subject to a court of law.
All allegations against the current president before the election and during the elections, are you saying they are all false?
During the election, which kind of allegation? The same allegation AIT pled for. When he did that documentary about the Lion of Babylon, he took him to court and he went to go and bleed. So and he did it in during publication. So when we are referring to our president, he has been subjected to law. This is the same. A lot of judges were being investigated. A lot of them were caught dipping their hand in jail. They have never been tried in law court. President Tinubu has been tried so many times. He has been weeks away to Abuja from Lagos State. Instead of being tried to Lagos State, went to court of conduct and he came out clean by Jonathan. So when you are talking about EFCC, how many times do you want to
do you know what Dele Faro Tini said about the miscarriage of justice in Nigeria? You know, sometimes I used to ask, how just is the justice system in Nigeria? You know what he said? He says justice is given to the highest bidder in Nigeria.
It happens everywhere in the world. It happens everywhere in the world. Even with Trump, with a lot of bankruptcies, he was being clean. He was being made clean. So by the Supreme Court,
must be seen to
be just.
It is not.
It should be.
It has never been fair.
Justice must be seen to be
fair. It has never been fair. It has never been fair. It has never been fair.
He's right. Anyway, gentlemen, let me quickly let's congratulate these people. I think they deserve it, because in all the Oyo State ministry, about 55 workers from the junior, senior, and management cadres were awarded across various ministries of Oyo State, departments and agencies. The office of the head of the service clinched the most outstanding ministry. I don't know if you'll agree that the office of the head of service clinched the most outstanding ministry award, while OYSADA, that's OYSADA, emerged as the most outstanding agency of the year in 2023 as Oyo is concerned. So, gentlemen, do you agree that truly, if we look at it critically, the office of the head of service is #1 ministry as far as Oyo State is concerned? Do you agree?
I don't know the yardstick they used to measure all this, but if they have to give them, it is their ministry and it is their government. I give them.
What do you mean it is their government?
It is their ministry with their government, because they are the one.
You're being governed by the same government.
No doubt about that. No, I belong to your state and I'm subject to them, but it is still their government. I am subject to them. I'm not doubting that. And I must obey the law.
Because you are more of an APC.
It is not about being OPC. It is not about being OPC, because I wasn't part of the system. That's what I'm saying. I am just a subject. I am not part of the system. I know what I mean.
There is one thing I will say at this junction.
Okay.
Civil servants are not politicians, but it's rather unfortunate we are having sycophants and lobbyists all around. I wouldn't know the criteria for evaluating that ministry and giving them what we call a kudos. I wouldn't know.
I don't know exactly, because I sat down, I thought about it. I also thought about it. Like, how come? How did they say?
We have seen in this country, there are some governors that are corrupt. They were given the best governor award.
Yes.
Is that not a fallacy?
Okay, let's round off on this note. Let's just round off. Let's give Mr. Governor his flowers. I hope Mr. Olaye will give him his flowers on what we want to discuss right now, because on Friday the governor actually commissioned the first phase of the 11 megawatts Oyo State Independent Power Project, a private investment by Electron Energy, and of course I say it's going to go all the way to 80 megawatts. And truly, I think power is a bit becoming better a little, although it's just 11 megawatts. But then he wants to be like Lagos. He wants to be like Mr. Honorable. I don't know why you're looking at me like this. Can you give him his flowers? 11 megawatts.
I'm not going to do that, because when I saw the picture, I can see a lot of solar being been contacted and conjured. I have seen so many projects of this Oyo State governor went as their elephant project.
Would you give him his flowers?
They were telling us.
Would you give him his flowers?
I have to give honor to whom honor is due.
Okay.
To me, it's a laudable idea.
Exactly 11 megawatts.
Laudable idea, but what I will be so happy if at the end of the day it is executed.
Okay.
So that it doesn't become
only in secretariat.
So that it doesn't become a fake. So that it doesn't end up becoming a fake project.
It is elephant. We have seen so many projects. Policies that have been.
The children are not happy with amusement park.
Thank you very much for coming this morning.
Amusement park,
gentlemen. I want to say thank you.
Stadium.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming this morning. I really appreciate you. Honorable Olaoye, you are loved, you are beloved. You know that everybody loves you when you walk into the studio. Honorable Mr. Ofino, you know everybody. Yeah, oh yes, of course. Okay, fine. All right, fine. Okay, Mr. Ofino, it is not about what title. It's not about title. Yes.
So when you address me as Honorable Ignatius,
I'm right. Okay, fine. I want to say a big thank you to. I want to say a big thank you to guys at home, everyone, wherever you are that have listened to the show. I want to say a big thank you to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. A fresh episode of this program, The Front Banner, will be coming on Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning. My name is Lekon Omoshebi. Do enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.